Welcome to the Salty Podcast, everybody.
Frequency.
Holy shit. Okay,
The Saltyfrequency Podcast.
Wait. Welcome to the Salty Frequency Podcast, everybody. My name is Carlos Andres. I am here with Brian McGall. And oh no,
Brian,
do this again.
Brian, you know it?
Is it
okay.
McGall?
No, continue. I'm not. No, as soon as you failed the first time, that's where the video starts.
No.
So
it's the funniness.
Dang.
You need the laughs. It's been a hard time.
There's a space for little clips at the end of the video in the thank you card. Instead of putting our other videos, I'm just gonna put you going, "Welcome to the Salty Podcast."
That'd be funny. Okay, then we're here with what is it, McGaw?
Just Gaw.
Gaw, okay, then Brian Gaw. Where did I?
You're not the first one.
And Juan Pablo Calavera.
Calavera, yes.
Okay, yes.
Or JP.
Just JP.
JP is fine.
Yeah.
Thank
Or
you for
just
joining
Jay.
us today. Jay. Ooh, you should try that actually. That seems more like.
But I like Sweet JP because of Redline.
That's true. Sweet JP is pretty nice too. Who calls you Sweet JP?
No one does.
Yeah, it's still pretty cool. But yeah, thank you for joining us, everybody. Today we are missing a member, unfortunately, but he is.
It is midterms.
He's fallen prey to the sleepless nights.
Yes, and unfortunately, he's gonna be dropping out of architecture next year.
Nah.
I'm kidding. That was a joke. Kind of continuing the gag we had.
Yeah.
But no, he's doing okay. He's just dealing with a lot of work. D6.
Same reason JP's sitting here with Revit open.
Yeah, Wait, yeah. Oh shit, dude. I forgot.
We're not recording?
I did not project that screen. I projected the other one. So everyone's just seeing the screen. Give me a second.
That's
screen
It's
two.
going in.
Yeah.
It should be. Why isn't it?
It's the power of the editor.
That's right. Oh my god, you could I could do this.
And that could go
And
in.
or it could go.
Now I have to cut that.
Oh my god.
So it depends. If it's a real busy week, maybe it doesn't get cut.
Yeah, dude.
It's amazing.
Honestly, us not.
I'm not even gonna cut it. I'm just gonna blur it out. You could be going like this for all that matters.
Us not keeping to a schedule this past week has actually probably helped with the backlog. We want to make a backlog if anyone cares about that.
I'm hopefully gonna post last week's on Tuesday. I have it ready.
You do.
Almost.
We need subtitles.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened was, I'm gonna post it and then I'll send it to you at the same time because I doubt you're gonna have subtitles by noon tomorrow.
No, the thing is that there's the service. The service does it for you automatically. It's $12 a year. It's crazy. It's crazy good. All we need is two people to check it. That's it.
Yeah. So hopefully, I know we didn't post last Tuesday, but hopefully every Tuesday from now on, at noon, we will have a new one out.
Yeah, we need to keep to the schedule this time.
Yeah. We're trying differences from streaming it. We're going to try and just do recordings. That way we can record when we have time and whatever.
Right.
And, do maybe a couple back to back
Right.
and then set a schedule for posting. So that way, if we have 3 or 4 backed up and we miss a week, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
For our 3 subscribers?
Shout out to those 3 subscribers.
One of them is me.
One of them is the other one is me. I'm the other subscriber.
Shout out to literally everybody.
Everybody at this table right now.
But how are midterms treating you?
Dude, so tricky thing about my class, I don't know if my midterm was already because we had a big presentation last week.
Mm-hmm.
Did you talk about what design level you're in? I know the rest of us did last time, but you only showed your name.
I'm also in I did show my guy. I'm also in thesis with Juan Pablo. So we're kind of just doing our own thing. Everyone in different studios has different projects. For example, JP. So what are you guys tackling in your studio right now with Jaime Canales?
Well, I know JP comes with a new project every week.
Oh yeah. It's a developing issue. I have a new one actually on Thursday.
Developing or chronic issue?
Well, I have something. It's not.
There's no shame, bro. There's no shame.
It's the fight of
It happens to everybody.
It happens to the
Yeah.
best of us, man.
Let me see something.
Wow.
But I don't know. It's it's something that, as a designer, right? As we're studying design, you get one idea. Okay, my mind works in a way where I shuffle things,
Yeah.
and it's not like I pick at random. It's more like I try and find solutions to what I need, right? So it's like there are these rules in architecture where it's like you have to follow the aesthetics for the setting that you're building in, because you have to respect the location.
Yeah, the urban context. Yeah.
But then with me, it's like maybe we break that rule. Maybe I look at a precedent or a reference that will help inform how I do things. But at the same time, like I do something like morphosis, right?
Yeah.
And that was like the last one I did. And then I switch it for some vernacular Miami Floridian architecture.
Yeah.
Not necessarily one from like the indigenous, but one. By the way, they can't see anything we're looking at right now. I don't know how to fix it.
We could edit it and.
Are you just screen record? Your
Yeah,
Oh,
screen?
you
yeah.
can do that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's fine.
But-
And I'll just overlay it after.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix it. But yeah, that's.
Fix it in post.
For the first couple minutes, maybe we could just have like screen caps. of
I
your-
got it fixed. I fixed it.
No.
But yeah, right now this is the
This is the-
semi-final. It is the semi-final because
The latest iteration.
we're reaching midterms. But
Your midterm is both of your midterms are tomorrow.
I don't think I have a midterm. No, I don't have.
Claudio is so mysterious. about
Yours
that.
is on.
He's clandestine.
Yours
It's
is
tomorrow.
Is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mine is on Thursday.
I just might have mine after spring break, most likely.
Yeah. But essentially, what I did was like took from the PAM and my
Perez Art Museum.
the
I could
Perez
see that.
Art Museum, Miami, which
Quick
everyone.
side tangent for those who don't know, what is the Paris? If you could.
It's been
summarize.
described as the quintessential Miami building in the way that it's
Designed by Herzog and Miron.
Herzog,
Who are not from Miami.
Or
Yeah.
not from Miami. Yeah, that's
For real,
that's
for real.
that's the irony. These architects come in from what? The Netherlands? I don't even know.
I think Switzerland, right?
Both of those sound correct to me.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Look it up.
Anyway,
We have
they,
to know.
They come flying in. They're like, yeah, please make us. I don't even know who.
They did two, right? Oh, in 1111.
1111, yeah.
One
1111
of
pretty
the
much.
most popular buildings on
Yeah,
well-known buildings.
The point being, two foreigners come in, they look at Stiltsville and say, hey, look,
Let's build a museum.
let's build a museum out of that. It's like
Yeah.
their whole their site visit, and they're like that's vernacular architecture that we have here. So essentially, imagine like boxes and skewers, like almost like kebabs, but
Right.
those kebabs or the pieces of like they're building. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't really.
I mean, no, I was saying pull up a picture.
A
but
picture
if
of-
you
oh,
don't pull
yeah.
up a picture, I can slap one on.
all
could do
right,
that
give
too.
me a sec. Where is the? Okay.
Come on, if you're gonna be computer host, you got to be keeping up with the conversation here.
Yeah, that's
Damn it.
It's a lot of expectation.
Whatever you can't do, I have to do in post.
Anyway, this building
Yeah, there.
has these. The way it's composed, it's like these skewers, which are the columns, go through the spaces, the main spaces in the gallery,
Yeah.
and that was inspired by Stiltsville. And essentially, the building is elevated on a platform on which cars can park underneath, because by code or just because it makes good sense to have some parking for visitors.
Yeah.
That's what they did. So, because this is such an important building to Miami now, it's basically a temple on the water with Miami River. It's something to take inspiration from, and it's something that you do see across many other institutional buildings, especially one in NBC, being Miami-Dade Community
There he
College.
goes.
He's catching up.
I can't even see what I'm typing. It's on the other screen.
You know.
I don't know, science building. I think.
Terrible at spelling.
I can't see.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Science building. Yeah. No, that's not it. Where is it?
Are you thinking of the wrong building?
There's one. Where is it? I have to like shuffle.
I don't
Okay, point is you see it across other places in Miami, not just
It's consistent.
not just Brickell.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you respect it, because unfortunately we do have a lot of like commercial buildings that are just built, and not necessarily. I mean, they're good buildings because they last, right? But they're not good buildings culturally.
Yeah, and so to speak to what you're talking about, my buddy and I noticed because we drive to Miami Beach for class, because we have class at Miami Beach Urban Studios.
Mbus, yeah. The
Mbus.
campus, right.
When going in there, so 1111's right there at the end of Lincoln Road.
I'm gonna bring it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you could see several other buildings along the way, like just down the one road. I forget what road it is, but the
Lincoln.
one.
Lincoln.
No, not on Lincoln Road. The
MacArthur?
perpendicular.
Sorry, perpendicular.
Not Washington. The other end of Lincoln.
Collins.
Is
No.
it? You come
I
right
don't
off.
even-
You
it
come
could
right
be.
off the highway and make the left.
Dude, I'm the
turn.
native here and I don't know what the hell's wrong with me.
Okay.
Anyway.
Driving down that road, you see several buildings with roofs kind of modeled after this, like kind of just copying from 1111 right there, because 1111 is just.
Yeah, I mean, Herzog Demeron came here and they said, we know Miami more than the Miamians, essentially. They came here to flex on their cultural awareness. They took what we have here and, they threw it back in our face. But it's a good thing. It's a
Yeah.
good thing. 1111 is a parking garage, which is a typology all over the place.
And has an apartment on top.
And has $33 an hour parking. So
No way.
yeah, dude. Oh my god. Okay, so quick.
I mean, people get
Whoa.
people get married in there. What do you
Bro,
expect? It is like it is the best
super-
parking garage to get married in.
Super quick side
That's saying
tangent.
something about Miami too. Holy
Super
crap.
quick side tangent. I went with a friend of mine to the Apple store there, or that's nearby.
Yeah.
The Lincoln Road one?
Parking. Yes.
Okay.
So then he's like, "Oh, I just want to get this repaired. We're gonna park because there was literally no parking anywhere else. So we just parked there really fast. We left. We took like 30 minutes. We didn't even meet the hour. We came back, and sadly enough, we paid $33 for not even an hour, like 30 minutes
It's
of parking.
$20 for 5 hours in the M-Bus parking garage.
Really? Wow.
On at night on like weekends in Miami Beach. Otherwise, it's like a couple bucks an hour.
That's
It's not bad.
crazy, dude. Yes.
And that's just at the other end,
So beautiful parking, but
but not for
questionable.
us to park.
Yes.
I mean, it's for people to get married in more than for parking. Look how beautiful that thing is.
And I believe there is some sort of garden somewhere out there.
I'm
Really?
Something. Yeah, up at the top.
Oh.
Look up 1111 rooftop garden. I think that's this one.
Would you guys think it's
It
a
is.
flex to get married in a parking lot?
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I got married in a parking lot.
Miami's like, let's see. I think it's
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
That's
Is
actually
that
really
it?
nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think that is that it. those
yeah,
are-
I think so.
That's
That
crazy.
is that is the same kind
That
of.
one. I don't know.
No, it's not. No.
There's no way.
I mean, the only way that we could know is just look at a section of it.
I saw it on Bjarke Engel's Instagram. He posted a picture a while ago when he was in Miami, and he was up top on 1111 and showed the green.
Is that your way of telling me to go to Instagram?
No, you can if you want.
No.
I don't know if you'll find it. That was months ago.
That's interesting.
I'm trying to think of something. Honestly, what was I gonna say? Oh no, this whole talk about garages in Miami. Miami's in the design district. There are like 2 parking garages that I know of
Yeah.
that just because it's Miami, they want to elevate or they want to go above and beyond. Like for the fact that
To get out of the water.
no, but
What is supposed to be the point of this podcast?
what I mean, the whole point, what I'm trying to get at is that for one reason or another, Miami has they're competitive or they try to reinvent things, especially because we're kind of there's a plague for parking garages here, like half of parking in Brickell, no half of like the first part of a building in Brickell is taken up by parking. Like there's the Thousand Museum Tower. The really nice part was like a perforated wall looking over at Museum Park. That's parking. That's just like parking.
Yeah.
And it's but what I wanted to get at is that there's a now famous parking garage in design district called Museum Garage. So it's for the it's the Institute of Contemporary Art. Museum Garage. Man. Yeah, it's this one.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's really nice. What happens is that within the facade, there's like 10 feet of space, right?
Jeez.
So that 10 feet of space, they populated it with a slide. They have a little bar at the top, almost like for
Yo,
people to.
wait, pause. A slide?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
slide.
That's
There's
not
like a
Carlos
little
is going right now.
Yeah. So let's just end the podcast.
Oh, they just replaced it. They replaced the elevators with slides.
No.
That'd be even.
No, they basically added just like a community.
Yeah, a
center.
space.
Not community. Yeah, sure, a
A
space. for-
community space within the walls of the parking garage.
Yeah. Yeah, I was able
Well, that's
to.
interesting.
That's cool.
I think that's the picture I'm in. No,
What?
no, it's not. Because what happened was that Joby, Professor Joby, he came out with like an invitation for people to go and be like actors or like.
Oh, like
Yeah,
the
inside
people
the-
in the renders kind of.
What are they called? Scalies. To be scalies
Oh,
for like
okay.
for like the cinematographer.
I didn't know there was a term for that.
There
That's
is one.
interesting.
Yeah. So there's a
Start it.
Yes, Scaly. So there's a cinematographer called Miguel. He's from New York, and he came down to document the building. And so I was like one of the actors with a few other of our classmates, just walking up and down. And it was at an exhibition in London. The video.
When you started about this building and you said there's 10 feet within the facade, my first reaction was, wow, that's a lot of wasted space. But then you followed it up with there's a slide. Among other things.
Yeah,
So-
there's a
Automatically
little
it
library.
means,
Yeah,
Yes.
automatically it's like, no, that space is...
Yeah.
There's a nice library. Well,
Do we have pictures of the slide?
That's all Carlos
The
cares
big
about.
questions here.
it's in my
Ask him the tough question.
There it is. There's a
Oh, that's cool.
There it is.
Okay, I would go down that slide.
It's nice.
But so all those things you were saying are within that 10 feet of the walls?
Yeah, there's a jungle gym. Not a jungle gym, but it's like rope stairs essentially, like
Oh,
a
okay.
taut rope
Yeah.
where it's like a net, and then you go down. It's the same color, pink.
And so it's basically a core of a parking garage, and then all of the program is within the walls or on the outside.
Yeah. And also this is only half the parking garage. The other side is just like they those columns where it's like it's in the shape of a human holding up a building.
Yeah.
Okay, the facade that faces the museum is the side that has like these cartoon. There's like you can imagine like pop art figures that are like holding up.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but
Like Batman.
yeah, museum, Miami. But if we can find the other side, it was interesting because it was two firms that worked on the same garage, and they just wanted to see what would happen if you started from one end and the other, and go to the middle.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm just gonna put columns for. Yeah, that's the one. Let's see, look at that. This, and they also have a bunch of like molds of cars.
Wow.
Like they're cars, they're the actual car size, but they don't look like the size of cars because
They're the height difference.
the height difference makes you think they're smaller than they are.
Interesting.
They're car size, but they're not cars. They're just in the shape of cars. But it's super cool. This is on the other side is the ICA, the Institute of Contemporary Art,
That's neat.
which is a nice building from the outside, but very just normal, like normal gallery. Like
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. So then, okay, wait. Huge tangent. Let's ground this back.
Slides.
Slide. No. Let's slide back
No.
to the point. What was the point?
The point we were talking about your project and how your project referenced or you.
Oh,
used
the
this
vernacular?
inspiration. Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, how did we get to the parking garages? From
Herzog.
Herzog.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, and so basically the project that I'm developing here is a city center complex that's gonna be in Pinecrest, and it will be connected to the metro station. So today, Professor Marcelo, he helped me kind of think about.
Who will be on a later podcast.
Yes. Very excited.
Yes. Marcelo, he basically helped me figure out what kind of things, like what references I need to kind of get to where I want to go, because everything has already been designed, but the whole point is this, just whatever, just trying to improve my design or try and find my way.
Right.
Because it's such a large because it's such a large site, the people that would live there would feel disjointed if they have to walk all that, or they would have to go to the ground floor every time they need to walk to go to an amenity or to a store or whatever. So there is a precedent inside of Miami of a large complex like this. It's like what was that place in Boston that you said?
The Prudential.
Yeah, the Prudential. Yeah, there's like the Prudential's like maybe one of the first that where they have this.
You're talking about the complex.
Yeah, but the
gotcha.
whole idea of just like pedestrian bridge connected complex between like a large site, right? So I'll look it up. Brickell. Why can't I type Brickell City Center, Miami?
Oh, is that the one with the ribbon?
Yeah. So, this kind of reminds me of my project. Hey. So. Yeah. So there's like residential towers, and that's 7-story height because each of those are double height, and there's a triple height at the bottom.
Yeah.
So it is 7 floors. So this is the kind of project that I would need reference and think about how people can connect from one place to the other, that kind of thing, right? So yeah, that's basically what's going on right now. The top amenity is the one that's private, and then the one that's around the 3rd story height is what connects people across streets.
Okay.
So that way they don't have to go down and then back up on the.
So then
next
kind of
one.
like public at the bottom, and as you work your way up, it becomes more
private.
I
Yeah.
guess. Okay.
Yeah, but it's a little bit difficult for me to balance that in my project because there are 2 lots that are big enough for residential, and I'm making one into office and the other one residential. And the other 2 are just going to be like short residential, max 7 stories. So at what point, how can I make it so that the public amenities, people from the residences, like, not that they won't necessarily mix, but there's like some sense of privacy that has to be maintained, especially if the people who live there are like incessantly visited by people from like the public area.
So I actually have a good reference point that maybe you could use for this, but you do whatever you want. It's your project. Anyways, point is, we all know who Toyo Ito is, right?
Yeah. Of
Okay,
course.
so do you know the Todd's apartment building in Japan?
Yes.
You know how the privacy.
That was my D3.
No way,
prescribed-
really?
yeah.
With the president?
Prescribed
announced-
precedent.
Bro, same.
Yeah, I
Makes
remember.
sense. That's awesome.
That's how
bro.
I think that's how I first talked to you. I think.
Yeah?
Because I was like,
That's cool.
I did that.
That's cool. Yeah, so then maybe I don't have to say anything. You already know.
No.
You already know.
No, tell me.
That's it.
I don't remember everything. All I remember is that it's by a tree.
I guess just for the viewers, so basically the skin of the building is what dictates kind of more or less how the spaces are organized in the interior. So okay, exactly. Thank you for pulling up the picture. As you work your way up, obviously it gets more private, but the openings kind of like
Meander.
what happened?
Meander.
Yeah, like it's I don't know how to explain it, but the openings are clearly much bigger at the bottom, and there's like commercial spaces. I think there's I forgot which fashion store is at the bottom. So it is Todd. Okay, I guess that makes sense. I didn't even know, side tangent, I didn't even know Todd was a store. But besides the
They're
point.
gonna get you for that.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fashion guy. Anyways, office buildings, office spaces are in the middle. And then I think at the top is where the residential spaces are at. But yeah, so the openings kind of like go along with that, and they correlate with one another. So, I mean, I don't know if you're even thinking of having some kind of like unique skin for your building, but
Nah,
maybe you could
it's
look into that.
no. I mean that's something that could help inform like the program, but it's more about the kind of metabolist expression.
Okay.
The way that Su Fujimoto does it, in the way that he thinks about the K versus the piloti, which quickly explain. There are 2 theories that show the kind of way that people in the East view architecture and people in the West view architecture. The piloti or the domino house. Sorry, not the piloti. It's
No,
another.
you're fine.
Yeah, the domino house is a drawing that Le Corbusier made about how modern houses. How about modern houses are? Sorry, how modern houses are basically designed. You have the footers for your foundations,
Yeah.
the floors, and stairs with thin columns because of the technology that they made at the time.
Right.
In direct contrast is Su Fujimoto's cave. Fujimoto cave.
Wow.
Yeah, so you can imagine like the interior of a massive cave having a bunch of rocks, and because of those different levels, there are different spaces that are being composed, rather than having a almost a very simply arrayed like foundation or
And kind of like
floor.
strictly arrayed too, because it's like this seems more like open and very ambiguous as opposed to like very strictly
Yeah.
portrayed slabs and stairs.
Yeah, it's about quality of the section rather. It's like a pancake building versus. I'm not sure. A pancake building versus cutting through a croissant. I don't know. Like you.
Whoa.
No, I'm not kidding.
Somebody put that on.
No.
Pancake versus croissant.
Like
That's
you
pretty
think
good.
about it. Like you cut through a croissant. There could be like a big pocket where air was, and then you have a big hole, and then you have smaller porous holes. You cut through a stack of pancakes. It's just one after the other.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
That's how it is.
I came to school to become a bread architect for sure. If
That's
a
funny.
professor looked at my building and said, "Reminds me of a croissant," I don't know what I'd say to that. But I completely accept your reasoning, and I think it's great.
It makes sense.
I love the analogy.
Yeah.
I mean, they were both bread related.
Yes,
Yeah.
but just this is a tangent on not the idea of what you were saying. Great, the tangent on the analogy. I don't know how I'd feel about my project being related to bread.
So wait, pancake? That's not.
It's it's not a bread.
Is it like okay? It's not a pastry.
This isn't a
either.
cooking podcast.
Sorry.
Is a croissant a pastry or a bread?
Wait. So
Let's get back into that.
sorry, I can't
Go
help
ahead,
getting
go
on.
ahead.
I can't help but getting on another tangent. Okay, we say pancake buildings. Have you seen Hong Kong? They're like people.
There's a lot of things in
We
Hong
ran
Kong.
our. I don't know. Like Hong Kong, like the iconic. The iconic Hong Kong scenery, right?
Yeah. That's
Hong Kong.
offensive, dude. Oh my god.
Stacked. Look at that.
Damn.
Those are cubicles. They're not apartments.
Yeah.
But you get what I mean.
Yes.
Like,
I mean, the
just
population in
stacked
China is also really.
No, this
it's
is
not
Hong
really
Kong.
enough. Oh, but
All right. Anyway, I'm a little butthurt about what happened. Anyway, continue.
no, I mean, I was gonna say like the. Whoa, sorry, I got distracted. It's a little flight.
Did you kill an animal? Okay.
No, I didn't kill him. I pushed him aside.
You pushed him off a ledge.
He can fly. He's fine. The population in Hong Kong, I mean, it's pretty like dense, right? So it kind of has to some extent, it should be like.
The
that.
way,
No.
The way he said that, he said it's pretty dense, right? And you just went and looked at the picture and then back down. You were like, the look in your eyes was, yes, it is dense.
But you know, I don't know. Don't quote me on this, right?
Yeah.
I heard somewhere that Hong Kong prices for real estate are probably the highest in the world. They're like, if I remember correctly, right? It's like $10,000 per like square meter.
Can I get that in writing to use as a quote?
No, I'm just saying like the real estate in China and Hong Kong,
Yeah.
it's astronomical. Especially, well, I mean, at least the cities, because you know that anything outside the cities is pretty like forsaken by.
Well, now we can wrap around to what we had discussed this episode being
Oh
about.
my god! So we're ready to complain about Miami prices now.
Let's do
Just
it.
like everybody else.
Yes.
But except now, Miami is the most expensive city in the U.S.
Least affordable city in the U.S. officially passing New York, which is
LA.
now. Oh, really?
LA too.
I think, well, both. I don't know.
Yeah, both
No,
of them.
New York is in second place though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and LA as well. Correct.
Yeah, I know LA is up there, but
Right. Yeah, sad stuff, man. I mean, honestly, like, I don't really see the hype behind it. Like, I don't understand why it would be.
Because we're not paying for our own houses yet, dude. The hype, I think it's just complaints. I don't see it as hype. It's just like, we would just,
boat can be a house.
boat can be a house.
It really can, though. I mean, where there's a will, there's a way, I say. You could get creative and make a house.
Like, you know how wild these prices are? So, my family came here 22 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Parents bought a house. If I remember correctly, it was priced around 170. Prices, I mean, I think at the beginning of the pandemic, it had reached like 200,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Now we're at like 250.
That's everywhere though is getting that expensive.
And it's a townhouse. It's not like we
Yeah.
have like but it's a good house, a really nice house. I
So
like it.
now is it a Miami problem? Is it Miami itself
I think-
is growing faster, is getting more expensive than everything, or is it? Because I know like even back up by like Sarasota area,
I mean, Florida in general.
Florida in general,
Yeah.
everything has been getting super expensive. So
Right.
is Miami independent from that, or is it just simply, it's always been more expensive than a lot of places around here, and now with the addition of everything going crazy with pricing, it's just
I think, well, I mean, it's not a phenomenon exclusive to Miami. I mean, maybe to distance ourselves from the peninsula a little bit. In Phoenix, Arizona, it's also like the prices are rising in the way that they are with Miami, especially because we have like they have, if I remember correctly, it's from Oviedo, I saw it was about how their economy now they have mining, they have Tesla was gonna go there.
Oh, really?
Jobs from Microsoft, something like that. Where it's like big tech is going there, or just like industry.
a lot of tech is moving to either Texas or Florida now.
Well, I mean, I guess there's a lot of
Actually,
tax
Florida.
incentives. Is from
Yeah.
what I understand. There's no income tax here because of Disney.
Really?
Because of Disney,
They're like subsidized, if I remember correctly.
the House of Mouse.
The-
Maybe it's just a rumor, and right now maybe it's just a
Mouse
rumor, right?
monarchy.
House of yeah, it's like Big Daddy Mickey Mouse is subsidizing everyone's
That's
taxes.
wild. Dang. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy. I guess, well, I was going to bring Puerto Rico up as an
Go,
example
go.
too, but-
Come on.
I mean, it's a U.S. territory too, so I guess it's
No,
within
no,
the
no. It's
ballpark.
you guys are an honorary state.
Honorary.
No comment. Anyways, so in Puerto Rico, I mean, prices have been going up astronomically as well. Like, especially with the recent, well, no, it wasn't recent, but I guess it's being taken advantage of more now. There was an act that was passed there's also tax incentives, but more exclusively for business owners that are coming from the U.S. And dude, it's wild. I mean, my girlfriend's grandmother, not even that. Her uncle. They have a house in Dorado, which is like a little more west from the tourist area that is San Juan, in the metro area. So I don't exactly remember at what price he got his house. Maybe it was like, I want to say also like around the 100,000 area, more or less, like 3-digit. But so all of a sudden, like last year, these, I think they're hedge funders. Like the stock market dudes that focus on hedge funds, or maybe it's just like, I know it's like either crypto or stock dudes that came, small family.
Crypto bros?
Something to do with the stock market.
Yes, precisely.
Crypto bros are taking over Puerto Rico.
Dude, literally, oh my God, Brock Pierce, even Logan Paul, dude. Jake Paul, Logan Paul. It's funny because it sounds like a meme.
I think it's
but
the older one, Logan.
They're both, I think, actually. Logan Paul came because he was boxing in Dorado, and he eventually went on to fight Floyd Mayweather during the summer. But yeah, so basically, like my girlfriend's uncle, all of a sudden got an offer from this family of stalkers, stockbrokers, right?
Stalkers
Traders,
are
traders,
thing.
traders.
They're traders.
Yeah.
Traders, yeah.
JP is one of them. He could tell you. He knows who they are.
Yo, yeah, you got a lot of bank. But, well, no, that's besides.
Anyway,
Okay.
No.
Point is that he got a huge offer, a huge sum of money, just so that they could have the house for a year, and it's crazy. Like, I think what surprises me the most is the amount of money they have, because at some point something came up and they had to leave the house, and they're still paying. No one's living there, but they're still paying the house, and it was a lot of money. But yeah, I mean, no, prices in Puerto Rico are also insane too, and it sucks because the government there, I don't want to get too political, but from what it seems, they're kind of catering a lot towards this influx of U.S. citizens, these U.S. business owners coming in, and then the native people are the ones getting affected, and like it just sucks overall. Really, really sad stuff, but it's a beautiful island if you want to visit. Great beaches too. Have you guys been to Puerto Rico?
No.
Don't believe so.
No. You've never been to Puerto Rico?
If I have, I was super young.
Okay.
So you're saying your family has gone to Puerto Rico?
No, I don't know.
Then why'd you say if you were super young? Then
Well,
you
in the
said-
case
I said
maybe
if I
he
had
was,
it,
right.
because if I had it, would have been on a cruise, and we used to go on cruises all the time. when I was young.
Okay.
So to get on Brian's side, I went to Vegas once. I was like 3 years old. I didn't know until my parents told me that I went to Vegas. So
I've been to Canada, but I don't remember it because
Ooh.
my family was skiing up in New England, and I guess they could see the Canadian border. So we went over, crossed the border, took a picture in a gas station, and came back. I've been to Canada.
I went to Canada. Yes, we went to a gas
Okay,
station.
yeah, I've been to Disney. The first time I went to Disney, I was
Something like that.
3 years old. Do not remember a thing. But yeah. Yeah, prices suck for that.
So how does Disney affect architecture in Florida?
Whoa.
Go. You have 30 seconds to
Well-
respond.
The design of Magic Kingdom is of a utopian city with the center focus as like a node, and then there are other nodes and passages that connect to them, and then there's a ring that connects all of them. From what I remember, they try it. Obviously it's like not fake because they have a lot of the natural Everglades going through, but at the same time it's like the architecture there. The only thing that really stands out is the castle, because everything else is just like from like a movie set essentially.
I am impressed that you gave an answer to that question. I was expecting us to just move on to another subject, and that was the end of that line of
JB took that
thought,
hat
but
on.
I'm impressed. I will tell you.
So to follow up with you, did you guys hear that they're actually thinking of, or I think they already submitted like a master plan or something. There are designs established for like actual townhouses to be built in that within very close proximity of what the parks are. And the idea is that the lifestyle that these families will have are kind of like connected to what goes on. in the
Disney's trying to
parks.
funnel more money into their
Basically.
pockets.
Disney.
Yeah, Disney.
Yeah.
Not against Disney. It's a very good economical move for
I
them.
prefer Universal.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Any reason why? Can you give us a list of?
A list, bullet pointed, Times New Roman font,
Yeah,
typed
yeah.
on your desk in the morning.
Yes. 12, text size 12.
Text size 12. See, I almost did 11 there. No, I don't know. Just always preferred Universal. It's more of my kind of park.
That's cool. I think maybe I'm more like stuck with Disney or inclined towards Disney because of nostalgia. I mean, I saw a lot of Disney movies.
Yo, half of Universal Studios though is now a Disney park because they got Marvel.
Dang, wait.
Technically. But I don't know if Disney has the rights to the theme park.
Probably not because
No, because,
it's got grandfathered in because it was before, right? It makes sense.
yeah, but they've also got Spider-Man there, and I'm sure
Oh, that's Sony.
that's Sony, so I don't know.
That makes me sad.
Spider-Man movies were great, by the way. The one that came
I
out
haven't seen
recently.
it yet. So I'm
Stop!
spoiling
You
it.
haven't seen the recent Spider-Man movie?
I haven't seen any new movies in the past like 2
Ryan,
years.
Holy shit!
Hey, he's focused on the grind.
I mean, I respect
the
that.
Sigma grind set.
That's true. But
You, dude, you're like Patrick sometimes. You live under a rock. That's a good thing.
Who's Patrick?
So that's a good
wait,
thing.
are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh!
I thought you meant somebody here. I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh my goodness.
You're like Patrick. I like that. You're concerned.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. I mean, doesn't SpongeBob have like a small attraction in Universal too? No, never mind. That's Nickelodeon. What am I saying?
Yeah, but he is. I
Nickelodeon.
think there is a SpongeBob thing.
Yeah.
This is an architecture podcast talking about SpongeBob rides at Universal.
I feel like we always stray away.
In case you're just joining us now.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, Universal's cool. I have fun Universal. I wouldn't go to it all the time though. I think Disney's better.
How did we get here from your project?
We got here from Pam to Brickell City Center, and then we kept on going from there.
Brickell City Center to expensive Miami to Puerto Rico.
No, we were talking about stacks. We got from
Oh, bread. Pampa bread.
Croissant pancake. Yep.
and then we got to Hong Kong.
Bread architecture.
Bread.
And then we talked about prices.
Yeah. Affordability.
Oh, that's right. Hong Kong. You looking at the photo.
Dang, should we end it here? It's already 8:43.
How long have we been going?
I think we
41.
41?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with it here. And with that.
All right, good night, everyone.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Please